those of now, we always the thing say are not like men of God. When I think say, when I talk say me I be Christian, but why they talk as if I not be believer for my channel. I want play this video. You go listen to Ram and you will hear how one of them they confess. You go still go online and search many videos where you do part 1, part 2, part 3. I say make I just carry this one, play am small, make una hear am. As soon as I hear am, when I go look for the other one, make una listen. If na this one, make una know say whether na send am or not. Make I tell you something. The Christianity we dey see today, I swear to God, not be Christianity where God can establish. During the time of Jesus Christ, holiness day. Our own time na prosperity replace holiness. And we know even for the temptation of Jesus Christ, what in talk say, waiting. Man shall not live by bread alone, those shall not put the Lord your God into test. But what we dey see today, it don't change, it don't cast. And you know what thing? Bible know they change. The Bible talk say the wages of sin is death, and the Bible can't talk say on the day of judgment, they no go hold your father or your this thing. And the sin of children will not be on father, or the sin of father and great grandfather will not be on this thing. So it know they happen again because the laws have been changed, the rule have been changed with the coming of Christ. But the most important thing still remains that you will perish and you will go to where you will be tormented. So that is why I see we try to tell people, say some of these men of God are deceived, they deceive people. I say they deceive you, they don't care about you, the devil don't enter them. You think say they holy. That day, that is why the Bible tells you, say that day, on that day you will see a lot of surprises. You understand? You will see a lot of surprises. So I just want to make you watch this video. Watch them for yourself. Watch wetin they happen. See them for yourself. Hear wetin they talk. Judge them. And if you need to get the part 1 and 2, if you write me, I'll go search them. But I still tell you, say if you go on YouTube and type and find, you go see the video, if you watch the rest. I don't forget that time, make I do one. But I just they pause this one and make people know, say, see what they happen. You understand? Many men of God, both imam, pastors, we're doing for temple and everything, many of them, they don't delay. I they tell one the truth. When I not ask you on ourselves, what I want to ask on ourselves, see. Those of you, especially those who they thought say me why they attack men of God. When I ask on ourselves, say those who are men of God, why be say anytime they see vision, that they prophesy, they do other things. Those they are sons of prophets. Prophet know they prophesy about them, you know they see vision about them. Those people they close to them, you know they see bad things about them, you know they say anything. Now people they far from them, from now in the sea. Why people they close? In wife, now sense she be. In friends, all those people around. Why are they critical? Why are they think? Why they think? Me a Christian I be. But again, I'm a person that thinks critically. I don't use emotions. Because what is truth is what will take us to heaven. They hear me, so more I enjoy the video. When I finish, later on I'll come ask now what you wanna learn. But if you even write what you learn for the comment section. But when we don't finish the video, if I'm not tired, I will make my comment later after the video. You understand? I just want to make you relax, watch and enjoy. Have a nice day.
When we came for the prayer, I told them, I said, this is the vision I had. I said, and then I saw number 1. That was the vision. They could remember faith, you know, they could remember, if they are watching, they would remember this. So I told them I saw number 1, not knowing that Michael.
The number 1 is the pastor. Is it basically calling the number 1?
No, the thing I just saw in the vision.
Okay, you're narrating it too.
Yes, I'm just narrating it. So not knowing that number 1 means 1st January. This vision happened December. Not knowing this is 1st of January. So on 1st of January, Michael became so sick, so he had to go back to Kaduna, to his family house. So he had to go back. I was sitting down 1st of January in the evening. I was just sitting. In fact, I was about to eat. Then I got a call that Michael is dead. I got a call that Michael is dead. I was worried. So from then, that was when my suspicion started. The prophet started acting strange and weird and a lot of things like that. Strange and weird and a lot of things. In fact, till date, he has not posted his brother's date. Till date. Till date. I traveled down for the burial. because he made me to bring his wife over for the burial. Before I came, I heard that him and his elder, the prophet and the elder brother, that they fought, that the brother was accusing the prophet for using their younger brother for
ritual.
So that was how the journey. A lot of questions, people were really asking a lot of questions, you know, what happened to Michael and all of stuff like that. So that was how the journey continued. So after that, the ministry actually crashed. I have the pictures. I even
the ministry or the Nyanya branch.
Yes, the Nyanya branch. It crashed down. It crashed. People were not coming again. You know, it crashed from the hall is very massive. We were filling that hall. It just crashed like that. In fact, the prophet sold the instrument. He told me that he's tired of this place. He wants to even leave. So he even sold the instrument. He didn't even tell me that he was going to sell the instrument. So he sold the instrument and he was ready to leave. You know, so I kept on encouraging him. I said, no, we don't run away. We don't run away. We are like soldiers. We have come to the battleground. It's not going to be easy. So I was just trying to encourage him. So that was how. So the king of Angwandoka in New Nyanya is our member. Became our member. So from them, I was close to him. So I spoke to him. So, and because the man that owns the hall was really, let's just leave this hall because of the stories he has heard about the ministry. A lot of stories were just going around about the ministry. You know, so he said he wants us to leave. So I spoke to the king. I told him, how are we going to do? So I told him that his compound is big. We can start in his compound. You know, so but then before then, after the death of his brother, I just remembered. So he called me one day. He told me that this thing he wants to reveal to me or give me, he was supposed to give his brother. But now his brother is late.
And it's the prophet that was telling you that.
Yes. And then since I am committed around him, so he will tell me. He said, do I want to prophesy? I said, why not? That has been my prayer.
You want to have prophetic gifts.
Thank you so much. Do I want
look
to
at
vision?
somebody say, this is who you are.
You know,
from so place.
Yes, and just look at somebody's name and just call the person's name, you know, prophesy.
You wanted that fire.
I really needed it sincerely. I really, I would not. That was in fact my prayer point.
Yeah.
Lord, open my eyes. Let me see. So that I can prophesy, because we are in a generation where that's trending. So nobody will even believe that you are called if some of these things you don't do.
Not there.
Nobody will believe that you are called. You know. So he called me and told me, okay. So he now told me that this thing he wants revealed to me. He mentioned where he learned it, and am I free to mention it?
Yes.
There are big people. You'll be surprised at some of the things I'll say, and then you can begin to check them and verify them.
Please mention names.
You know, he told me that this thing he learned it from Prophet Igila.
Igila.
Yes, because he served Igila, so Igila taught him these tricks in ministry. I call them tricks. There's really no power. And then from Igila, he now moved to Omotofe. You know, Omotofe is actually popular for
Fufuyi.
Yes.
And Igila and Fufuyi, I think they are both from Warri. They both have their church in Warri, right?
For Igila, I might not know, but for Fufuyi, he's still there. Igila is here in
Abuja.
Yes, Igila.
Yeah. That is true.
Igila is here in Abuja. I think Suleja.
Oh.
Champions Royal.
Oh.
Yeah, assembly. So he told me, the first thing he taught me is how to get the details of people. And then, you know, it's funny because I wanted to use it on the guy you sent.
Someone PQ.
Yes. You know, you just sent me his number, right? And then when we met, he didn't tell me his name. I can tell him his name now. Yes.
So how did you tell us? How did you get it?
Should I first tell you his name?
Tell us.
Does he have a name that is related to Osinachi?
Yes.
He has a name related
to Osinachi. That is his name, actually.
That is his name. Did you tell me his name?
No, I did not.
Did he tell me his name?
Prophesy! They are prophesying to you. So how did you get it?
I just love the reaction that you just gave now. This is actually what ministry is all about in our generation.
Yes.
This is what brings people in our generation. You saw the conversation was actually going as if it was born until I said this. You know, so I know in your mind I begin to wonder. I'll tell you. So the first thing he taught me, just like I said, how to get people's name, you know, and their address, their problems, and all of stuff. It's funny. You have your phone, sir. It's simple. For example, how did I get Osinachi's name? You sent me Osinachi's name. I have data. I copied the number. I put it on Truecaller, and it appeared. Simple and short. So it looks big, but it's actually Truecaller. Truecaller prophecy. I could go online. You know, before coming here, let's say you were somebody I was coming to pray for in Abuja. Before coming here, I can actually go to your Facebook page, search a lot of things about you. It will lead me to a lot. This is real work. For people like Igila, they have boys whose work is just to do this. That's just their work. This is very verified from the prophet. They have boys, their work is just to go online, search almost every detail they can find about you. Your sister is online. A lot of persons around you are online. Maybe a time in your life, probably somebody around you, maybe your uncle died and you posted it online, but you must have forgotten because it's 5 years back. So some of those things, when I put up most of this information together, that's prophecy. That's what you call prophecy.
So that was what he taught you.
That's the first thing he taught me. You know, that was the first thing he talk to me. And the first day he called me out in the church, he said, today is going to pray for me, that I've been committed and everything. He's going to pray for me, he's going to anoint me, and I'll begin to see visions. Already.
He had already passed the strategy of getting the vision.
In fact, some of those names, some of those details I was going to use to prophesy that day, it was even his wife that even gave me. She was the one that went online. Some of the members searched out those things. The wife, she's very good in all of these things. Very, very good. In fact, for me, I would say the wife is his motivation. She was very good in so much. So she gave me some. He already had some that he gave me. So when he prayed for me and everything, I just got tired of some of it. I deleted my Facebook, the former Facebook account. If not, you will see some of those things. When I started prophesying, you could just see the reaction in the church.
So, but before you find out somebody's Facebook account or any social media account, first you must either have their phone number or their names. All right. So now, how do you get the name of somebody you don't know? You don't have their phone number. You don't know anything about. You see me, I don't have my phone number. You don't have anything about me, so you can't even search about me on social media to find out details. How do you get those things?
So it's very simple. The first thing, if you are a newcomer in the church, the first thing to do is to make you to write down your prayer requests. Some of those cards they fill in church, where they say you write down your prayer request, your name and your phone number. It's not really about the prayer request. It's about your name and your phone number.
That is what they're after.
That is what they are after. So, and then it's so funny. All of these things, just everybody in the church, you are the one that is new, but most of the persons, they are being paid to do these things. So they know how to do these things very well. If you call me, that was then, for example, you said you want me to pray for you and everything. The first thing I would tell you, I would say, send me your full name, send me your number, send me your prayer request. Simple and short. Then I will tell you, I will call you back. I will pray about it and call you back. That prayer about it, there is no praying about it. It's
You're going to research
about it. So that was the first thing I learned. And then for me, the truth is, I knew this thing is not good, but I was running against poverty.
I understand the frustration.
Where I came from, you need to go to Nasarawa one day and see where I come from. I'm not really giving an excuse for whatever I have done or whatever,
No, what matters is that you're coming out publicly to let people know that such things have been done in the Church of God.
Sincerely.
So that is, I think that is the best atonement for some of those mistakes.
And for somebody like Omotofe, how does he get people's details? Let's say I'm connected to Omotofe, for example, and I'm taking you to see him. I know you and everything. When we get there, I will be the one to give him your details and tell him everything about you. So when he comes out to prophesy, I know what is happening because I'm connected to him. Yes. In fact, if you are a son to those kind of men, those are the things you do to bring you closer to them.
You source out information.
To
help them to prophesy.
Everybody that particular prophet, Prince Johnson, has taken to see Omotofe has prophesied to them. So, but now if they are watching this now, they would realize he was the one that sent the details. Even if he didn't go with you, even if he just connected you to Omotofe, he sent your details to him. He sent everything about you. In fact,
so these boys are now the Holy Spirit that reveals people's problems to the prophet.
Let me shock you. He doesn't do that again. But you can go back to some of his videos and check. Igila, for example, he preaches with a notebook. It is not only his sermon that is in his notebook, because some of those things might be overwhelming for your brain, so he writes them down. Sometimes he preaches without opening the notebook. But then when it is time to prophesy, how you are preaching, you didn't open notebook. It's when you are done with your message, then you open notebook. So he is now trying to recall some of those things that has been given to him. So you are asking me, how do they get the details? There are a lot of ways to get this. If I'm coming to your church, let's say I heard of the exploits you are doing in your church, and I'm coming from a place like Ghana, I won't just come. I will contact the church. There are forms I will fill. So from that form I will fill, those are the same things. I'll come to the altar. I say there's a woman from Cameroon. Your name is this and that. That is the same thing you filled in the form. But then your brain will not go there immediately, because nothing about that kind of atmosphere. You came with a genuine spirit. The Bible says, to the pure, all things are pure.
And then again, they with your name and phone number, they will be able to get other information that you did not provide there.
A lot of.
So with those other informations, you will be convinced that it is not about what you wrote in the card.
Thank you so much.
Something else.
Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
And then apart from that, somebody could my friend is watching Prophet Mali. I think the first day I took him to the prophet, that was when he was in Kaduna. I didn't even know some of those things then. He told me that when we got there, one of the pastors called him and they were just gist. You gist. That's how we gist. I can just gist and say, your name is Henry, I don't know you, for example. I can say, Samuel, how are you? So you can be, no, it's not, it's you, Samuel. So from that conversation, so that was how they got his details and gave that prophet. So when he came, he prophesied to him. My friend had 50,000 naira in his account. That day he transferred it all. That day he transferred all of that 50,000.
And now this your friend has become a prophet.
Yes, now he's
a genuine prophet.
He's a genuine prophet.
How do he prophesies?
He there's something I'm going to say towards the end.
So you don't want to talk about it because he's your friend?
No, there's just something I want to say towards the end that would help people to know where God is and where God is not there. Come on, God talks, but God is not a talkative. God performs miracle, but God is not a magician.